Tell you what, my computer is humming. It is humming. The fan is running. All right. Wish the custom browser dock was working. That might be a good way to do it. All right. I'm kind of curious if that will actually bring it in. That didn't do it. Oh, got one there. Well, sorry for the boring stream. I'm trying to sort out how this would work. I'll try a test here. Okay, so Twitch and YouTube seem to work. Okay, wow, seems to work. All right, I've got my screen set up here. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Okay. We are here to make it happen. This is called Learning a New Tool Live. So, Smootify just released a bunch of new branding and design and stuff. This is their website, which connects Webflow and Shopify, and I've never used it before, but I'm going to today, and it'll be we'll learn together. It's going to be awesome. Maybe. All right. Check one thing. I'm going to go get myself a fig bar. All right. I will try my best not to chew into the microphone. That'd be awful. All right, let's see what happens. Yes, I live in the U.S. I'm going to create an account. What the heck? Sign up for the newsletter. It's feeling like a Tuesday, signing up for newsletters. Okay. So I don't even have a Shopify thing set up yet. Okay, so let's do Shopify, huh? Basic. Five additional staff accounts. How many staff accounts do you get? Well, pause and build. It's kind of shocking to me. Well, all right, I'm just going to sign up. I love using these. On the fly aliases. Yep. We're using Webflow e-commerce right now. All right. This is one of those times when I'm not going to share the screen as I fill this out. I hope that's okay. I'm just going to keep my card information to myself instead of sharing that. I like to think that I'm generous, but I'm not that generous. Also, you'd probably be disappointed to find not a whole lot on there. Just filling this out, then I'll be back. Pulling up a phone number. All right. I am in the store. Tell you what, learning things is always something. Oh, apps. That's what we want. Picked for me? Nah. I want Smootify. Install. Let's do it. Okay, see? There's things happening here. I got to go back. I think we edit components and slots. Man, I tell you what, every time I think about slots, it feels like Inception. I've read this sentence 3 times now. When working with a component instance nested in a slot, you can now edit the main component of the... I know what this is. Yes, all this is fixing something that was utterly annoying because you would have to have, a component that you would like put in some random location on the page if you wanted to edit the actual contents of the component. Anyways. All right. So we're going to do Reloom. Let's see. No. We're going to do Smootify, starter project. All right, I am in. Ha ha. All right. Okay, I have a site now. Ugh, love it when there's stuff like that in there. And then what do I've got? Vendors, collection, and then a draft style guide. Updated January 9th. Wonder if they've got the text style tag. Anyway, let's get back here. Let's connect this Webflow site now. Oh no. I'm really having a bad go at it here. I think I should probably rename this. I don't know. This feels good. Maybe I'll put that at the beginning. We're going to save that. Okay, now we're going to do it again. I don't like guessing. That's the one. See, I would have guessed the wrong one. Pretty sure. Gotta say, these buttons are real pretty. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna. All right, we're getting a basic plan. Okay, that all makes sense. So. Did that. Did that. Look at this. Following instructions. Oh. Once complete, you'll be redirected to the site panels. You only need to add your project domain. Can you? Okay, see, we're answering questions that I had. So let me go get my... I'm going to do Shopify. We want the WW, but not anything else. Okay. We're back to the instructions. I want to read them all. Smootify scripts. Split view. All right, we're going into the head code. Bugger. Just for right now. That's what I'm going to do. We shot a promo code. Promo code live stream. No viewers. Making an e-commerce store, everybody. We're migrating essentially a site, Webflow e-commerce site, to a Shopify site. We need this headless app. On the same store to enable customer accounts and other functionalities. I don't know what we're transitioning. Okay, well. Oh, all right. Let's see if there's more information. Okay, so that was advised. I realized there's two different ways to do it, and I just did it that way. So import and sync your CMS content automatically with our new server plan, which can keep Webflow and Shopify in perfect sync. I hope I used the right starter project. Is this a... I mean, this is what I used, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm just trying to understand. That's not it. Wow, look at all this. Product. So I guess the best first step would be to try to get some products into the... All right, here we go. I feel like I should just try to get it working. Like with a test, something. The dreaded test product. What could I do? I'll use this great photo from Ben over at Chop and Chip. Don't judge me for my horrendous downloads folder. So he's saying products, SEMA, the price, the variance, and the inventory status are always fetched directly. Price. Okay. Do I even... Okay, I'm a little confused. Okay, products. Let's just keep reading. Although effectively to work with Smootify, you need only and exclusively the Shopify data. It is way better to add additional data inside in order to better style your Webflow product without too many placeholders and for better SEO. Smootify assumes that your CMS collection that holds the product data is set with the slug product. But you can use the slug you wish. Just be sure to follow up the JS configuration in order to inform Smootify scripts about your custom slug. Okay. Like if you didn't want it to be product, but if you wanted it to be whatever, scarves, if you just only sold scarves, you could do that. Okay, so you got the Shopify. Name is pre-configured by Webflow. Okay, so we've got all those. Import and sync automatically. You can keep Webflow. If you have an active server plan, you'll find the CMS server sync option in the left sidebar. Click on it and then select Enable CMS Sync. Now you only need to associate products, collection, and vendors in your Webflow project with their corresponding Shopify counterparts. And then click Enable CMS. So one of the things that if I would change about this is just like if you're starting from scratch, feels like it's a little confusing. Like, do I start in Webflow first or do I start in Shopify first? And I think the answer is you should start it by getting your Shopify store and like your product set up and things like that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a new sheet and I'm going to get Revival's products out of their current Webflow project and into this sheet and see if we can go from there. Okay. All right. That's something. There might not be a quick and easy way to do this. We will find out. I'm pinning headless. Okay. Storefront name. This is a lot of words. I'm going to go back for now. I don't want advice. See, they're saying import your products. Download CSV sample. Bet you it's going to be terrible. Okay. So this is my Webflow export. Okay. There you've got your handle. Option 1, name. Option 2, name. Option 2, value. Option 3, All right, so we need that slug. So let's start with that. Oh, man, every time I do this, I always have to remember how to do an array. Let's see if we can find the slug. Handle. Then you've got title, example t-shirt, published true. Okay, I think this is making sense actually. So you got the handle and then you got the product name. The question is going to be if oh, got to get rid of these. Okay. Body HTML. Leave that for now. Frankly, I don't think I understand the vendor category. This would be like if you're selling products from what? Like, okay. So maybe it's a good idea. I don't think they've got vendors set up yet, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say I think I can just double click this. No. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm just going to leave these blank for now. What's the minimum amount of information I need? Type? Don't know. Tags? We're going to leave that alone for as well. Published? We're just going to leave that blank. Okay. Options. Variants. That's pretty much the same. One name, one value. So I should be able to just do a direct should be able to just do pull that over again. Equals, this is a good little trick here. So option name, that. Just do X. Right. All right, it does not look like we've got any of these others. Option 2 names and values, which is kind of surprising. Variant skew. Wonder if I have to set that. I'm just going to leave it blank. I'm going to leave that blank. Variant price, variant compare at price. I think I've got that somewhere. All right, sorry, wow. I'm like forgetting that I'm streaming, but somebody told me that's kind of the point. Anyway, just got a client approval on a project that I'm supposed to launch tomorrow. Well, launch on Thursday, review with this client tomorrow, and they just approved the wireframe, which means I have to build the whole thing tonight and tomorrow morning. But I'm going to keep doing this. So what I'm looking for is the variant price, which is right here. Let's get rid of this. And let's see if we've got any compare at prices. I don't think we do. Oh! 1. All right. Let's do it. Variant requires shipping. I'm going to go with true for everything right now. I can always adjust in the UI later. No image source. It'd be great if those. It would be really great if those came in. Like if they were migrated in. Gift card. I don't really understand. I feel like I need been a fig jam guy recently in a big way. Okay, let me see if I got a revival gardening area. I've got a no. This is my color key that I've been using recently for just Post-its and stuff, which has kind of been handy. Make myself a parking lot. Love me a good parking lot. All right. SEO title. Let's see if we got that. I think I'm just generating them based on the product name and stuff, which is probably not the best. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to add that to the to-dos. That's me. I'm purple. So I'm going to check where SEO descriptions are set. SEO titles. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get a photo to somebody. Okay, because one of the things that's still, I'm sure you just learn in doing this, but that's a little unclear to me, is like, will content management mainly be in Webflow or in Shopify? What will I have to do in both? Okay, Google Shopping. And get rid of all this stuff. Google Shopping, Google Shopping. We'll configure this later. Status active. Do I have a published? I bet you I could just leave that blank too. Okay. Let's see if that's enough to get us going. I'm going to duplicate this. So this is a dynamic Shopify sheet. And this is going to be a static So what I do here is I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to paste values only. The good thing about that is now I'm not relying on formulas anymore. And so like I know for a fact that we can delete this row. With Wriggle Brew, kind of can't remember if they are. Just looking for anything else that should obviously get rid of. Hey, if you guys ever need gardening amendments, organic soil amendments, this is the place. It's absolutely the place. Okay. Let's see what happens. Interesting. Fulfillment service can't be blank. Inventory policy is not included. Okay, so I'm missing those things. Bugger. I felt like some of these were archived. I'm going to just go back to the static. Oh, yeah, see, I know that these, we can get rid of these, I think. Fulfillment service. And call this the template. Manual. Deny. Maybe that's what I need. All right, let's see what happens if I use this now. Whoop, you're importing. That does look right. 71 products with a total of 71 SKUs and 70 images. Importing will not overwrite any existing. All right. That's importing. I gotta take a restroom break and I'll be back. I'll be back. I feel like I should create a be back soon thing. Let's do it. Watch this. It's so ridiculous. Ooh, this is going to be embarrassing. Wow, my page's background is. Let's do that. I'm going to do it. Let's do some outlines. I wonder if you can. I'll just export a 4x PNG. Uh-oh. Maybe you cannot like add things to a stream while it's going. All right, well, I'll just have to be back soon. All right. I'm back. And the good news is, check it out. We got products. So that's good. Import your customers. No. Maybe at some point. Yeah. Let's do that. Name your store. We're going to call it Revival Gardening Store Phone. This is kind of crazy to me that they literally can't have their own login. Anyways, I'll just transfer it to them later. All right, let's go back to Smootify and see what they say for us to do. So what if you don't have CMS server sync? This is what I don't understand. Okay. With desktop app, if you have a free or light plan, you can utilize a free desktop app after importing. Remember to synchronize the platform using this app whenever you publish a new item on Shopify and want it reflected on Webflow. Okay, so hold on a second. What are the other add-ons? Okay. So these add-ons. So you've got server plan, product, newsletter, Webflow native forms to Shopify customer lists. Okay, that doesn't seem necessary. This is the free plan. Okay. I think for now I'm going to try and do it without the server sync. So I've used the starter template, so this should be pretty easy. Seems like a hefty price increase for the auto sync, but I feel like I just kind of have to do it. We're gonna import and sync. So it seems that my experience so far is you kind of got your, and this is the case, I suppose, with any project, but you got to really get your environments, being Shopify and Webflow and Smootify, kind of all set up and understand the connection. And I'm still getting it sorted before you can really start to build efficiently what the store is going to look like. Oh, okay. The site's not published, so that would be a problem. Let's do it. Okay. Now the question is, When will that sync? Is there a way to like push a sync? It's interesting. It says loading, no items. Maybe it just takes some time. Let's see. Oh yeah, I am a part of the Discord. Sounds like it got it wrong. I'm messaging them on Discord. Big fan of clean shot. Well, this is a bit of a bummer because I bet you there's not even any collections. I guess I can just publish. Okay, so you're supposed to do it in this order: vendors, collections, products. I don't have any. I do have vendors. Okay, let's just stop trying to skip things. I'm just gonna import. collections, products, vendors. Then it's collections. Front page. I don't think I have any collections yet. So I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Products. Well, I think I accidentally just closed out my stream chat. But this doesn't look right. I must have picked the wrong file. Okay, so now theoretically I've got stuff in there. I'll just update this Discord. So what else do I gotta do? Let's see if I can get a product page up before the end of the day. So if I go here, I've already got. Oh, I thought I did. It's close. Got these account pages, cart pages, home page, orders, product headers. I'm leaning towards this one. Or this one. I think this one because they've got really good photography. All right, let's go back. Actually, hold on a second. That's on. Let's get our page structure. So I think the idea, right, is that you've got like, oh, actually, this is a great app here. Let's see. X attribute. Let's see. Where's the Webflow apps? Yeah, especially for this type of thing. It's installed. Okay, we're gonna launch it. Yeah, look at all this nonsense. That is insane. Okay, so that's great because I would have had to add these myself. Now, interestingly, these reviews, is that actually like a thing? All right, so let's map this up a little bit. I think I'm going to have to watch some videos on this just to make sure I'm not screwing this up. Oh. Smootify apps here. Avoid manual entry for products, collections, and vendors. Choose the desktop app for free accounts. Nice. Yeah. Well, I actually signed up for the server sync plan, but had an issue initially syncing it because I hadn't published the page. And so, anyways, that was my bad. So yeah, if we look at some of their other, if we look at the like, worm castings. Probably wouldn't even do a custom ratio, something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if I can get this working. So I'll come back to this checklist. Products template. This element defines the context and loads the data. Okay, so I'm looking for that Smootify product. This is where you turn on a search here. I'm also going to install the Smootify. I don't know what it has, but Reloom components, dynamic attributes. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's a whole nother thing I didn't even really think about. Let me see if I understand this. So products template, the product wrapper. Oh, that's just... Watch this real quick. Here, I can probably play this.
With Smootify and getting your Shopify data connected into your Webflow built website, and more particularly how we can get that add to cart functionality working within the product pages. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to go over, but the Smootify process has been designed to make it as easy as possible and simple to pick up and just get going. So what we're going to do is just basically start off with a blank template, which is what I've got here. However, I'm using one of the templates from Smootify, which is this unstyled one. And basically all it does is it comes across with all the CMS structure already set up for you, so you don't have to try and figure it out. So you've got these products, collections, and vendors, and it's all set up and you're pretty much good to go. So once you've done your rest of your configuration, then you're back to where we are right now. Right, so next up what we need is the Smootify app within our project. So I already have it installed, which is here, but you can literally just go into the Webflow apps, e-commerce, and there it is there. Or if you don't want to install the app for whatever reason, you can still get these particular components from within the documentation. So you can just go into here and you can copy and paste it from here. So it makes it very simple. Okay, so let's head on over to the product template. So open it up and click on here and you can see it's completely blank. What I've done is just put together a simple structure just to handle padding and spacing and whatnot. You can do this however you want, whatever framework you want, you do you. So these are just completely empty, nothing crazy. Okay, so here we are. So what I'm going to do is just open up the Smootify app, and we're going to grab the first component, which is arguably one of the most important ones, which is the product wrapper. And basically its job is to link the Webflow front end with the Shopify CMS data. So just copy that and pop it inside your particular hierarchy, and you'll see here it says Smootify product. Now the next thing you'll see here is don't forget to connect the data ID attribute to the CMS. And again, this is basically just the way that we need to link and provide Shopify with the information to send the correct data to this particular product page. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that there, and I'm going to go into the Smootify products over here, and you'll see here there's a data attribute saying data ID, and all we need to do is just go into here, click on that, and then down you'll see here in the list Shopify ID. All right, so that's done. So now, as you can see, it is a product. It's a wrapper. So we need to, anything that we want to have as a dynamic data or Shopify data needs to be nested within here. All right, so the next thing we want to do is add in our product page elements. So we'll just do the same thing. We'll copy that and we'll paste that within the product wrapper, and we have the more traditional kind of structure of the page. Now, when you're clicking around this particular structure, you'll notice there's a few custom HTML elements in here, like compare, price, and regular price. And you'll see that through here, you've got these different attributes, data prop equals price, and compare price and whatnot. And this is basically how the Shopify data identifies what needs to be replaced. Right, so we're just going to go through here and just link up the various different elements with our CMS. So we'll start with the heading. We'll go here. We'll just say name. We're going to go to this image. We'll go to slide. All right, and we'll get this one here as well. Easy. And we'll do our prices. So compare price. Now you've got two options here. You've got compare it price and compare it price formatted. We want the formatted version.
I'm curious if the sync.
And we start the same with the regular price
is enabled.
Yeah, price formatted. I don't have a product description, but you would link it like you would normally any other way. Okay, so when we get down to the variant swatches and variant selector, you'll see there's three of them, and each of them have a data option, custom attribute of data option 1, data option 2, and data option 3. Now, those are only really important if you want to change things around a bit. So say, for instance, you wanted to have 2 variant swatches and get rid of the last one. So what you would need to do here is update these to 2 and 3, for example, to make sure that it's still working. Now, if your Shopify store doesn't have multiple different variants, we don't think it's going to be, it's still best practice to have 3 different options, because basically the Shopify logic will hide and show these different variants, and it just future-proofs your website and your template in the event that you do need them in the future. So I'm just going to go backwards on that. So we got 3, 2, and 1. So that's a standard one. Now all the other stuff is pretty much configured out the box, and you've got conditionals on these particular stock labels. So condition out of stock and condition in stock, which is easy. So again, it will come in and display, and then we have our stock quantity as well, which is being displayed as well. So pretty much that's done out of the box. So it's pretty easy. So that's all done in terms of the buy now buttons. You can see all the custom attributes and everything like it's pretty much set up, and all you needed to do was copy and paste it. Now from a styling standpoint, you're free to go do what you want. Just be respectful of the overarching structure, particularly paying attention that if you are moving things around in data, you're going to need something. So if something's not working, you can always revert it to the standard version and just restyle it. Okay, so let's just check how this all works. I'm going to choose a product that actually has some variants on it. So when we display it, so it's that one. Okay, and then I'm just going to publish. And we're going to go to the site and just have a look, see how it's doing. And here you can see, so we've got everything kind of coming through. Those are all the different product variants from the different product data from Shopify. And if I start clicking this through, you can see things like the prices updating, which is exactly what I want me to see. And this is all working and good to go. We've got products data. And if I go over to the data, you can actually see here, there's the different variants and everything kind of coming through nicely. All right. Yeah. So that's the first step in terms of getting this live. And yeah, I hope you find that.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's see if it worked for me. So we got the worm castings. Hot dog. I'm actually impressed. I expected that not to work at all. Oh boy. But I don't have a category, so that looks a little silly. But I should. Curious what maybe there's a reviews add-on or something, but that being in the template makes you kind of think that. Okay, so yeah, the price is updating. Free shipping over. Is that in the template? No. What happens if I click this? Yeah, thought so. I have not added the cart. Okay. Well, we're on our way here. I kind of thought maybe these would be like image variants. Or like if we could add other images. It's a little boring if it's just the same products, but I'm sure there's a way for me to adjust that. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know that I want all this login functionality initially. All right. So these are the product headers. We got nav bars. This seems like a good idea. All the ones with search don't have a CTA buttons. Whoops. Which isn't a huge deal, but I think I'll do this one. Why? The whole point of class sync is that you don't have to rename classes. Okay, well, there we go. There's our nav bar. I always do this too. Let's do some fluid design. Whatever. Bring that in here. Okay. I like it. And the question that I have is then, does that have the cart functionality? Let's see if there's anything on nav bars. Just publish that sucker, see what happens. Wow. So it must have had my cart from earlier. This is starting to feel a little magical, I'm not gonna lie. So click that to remove it. Okay. Huh. Can I search for... Holy smack. It is pretty amazing. Is that the one I even picked? So then what happens if I go to checkout? Got it. So I have to set up that Shopify payments. Well, I'm going to work on that. I think for today, I'm going to end the live stream. I think the most impressive thing to me so far is just that this search works pretty much like without doing anything, which is massive. It's a massive benefit. So you could, all right, here, lots of kids coming in the house. It's been real.